Oh, man!
What the fuck? Why is she so stupid? I forgot how stupid she is. Hi, I'm Jordan.
I'm Curtis Stryker.
I'm Curtis Stryker. And we like Mortal Kombat.
I think it's all right.
It's okay.
It's like, it's okay.
Welcome to Down 2, where we're uppercutting our way through all of the Mortal Kombat combat in the universe. Ah! And today we watched episodes 4 and 5 of Defenders of the Realm. I'm going to say I think this might be the largest disparity in quality between two episodes. Like 4 is the worst
4 is
episode.
the worst one so far.
I think this was the best episode so far. I'm not going to lie. Do you disagree?
I can't say I definitively agree. I really like Reptiles episode quite a bit.
That was most
Mainly
fun.
for Jax's depression, which was pretty funny.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's start with episode 4. So episode 4.
Did anything happen in it at all?
Nothing. Nothing at all. It was the worst episode easily. And it was about Rain, which is all the more unfortunate. And it's not Rain.
It's not about Rain. It's about how Liu Kang is a little crybaby bitch. Everyone even acknowledges it. It's not a joke. It's not hyperbole. He's like, I'm jealous. And everyone else is like, you're jealous. And yeah, he's jealous of Rain because Katana used to be on his dick.
Yeah, she was riding that thing like crazy.
Right. Wearing his helmet.
We start off this episode with a portal opening somewhere. Wow, so original. Haven't heard that one before.
Oh, the big nose covered in skulls.
Yes, yeah. They find their way to a forest and there's a portal somewhere, but they don't know how, and it's somehow different than the others, and they can just tell that. So they split up and they look for the portal and they find this weird evil contraption building.
It's a big rock with nostrils.
Yeah, with nostrils and a bunch of little skulls all over it.
Surrounded by skulls.
Yeah. And within is a light emanating, and Liu Kang comes towards the light and opens it up, and out jumps a purple ninja.
Rain.
But he doesn't wear a mask. He's always got his face out. He looks weirdly like Bruce Campbell.
Nope, you're thinking of a different character. Bruce Campbell was Smoke.
Oh shit! Yeah,
he looked like
a
Michael
dweeb.
Jackson. He was like pale, and his face was weird, and he had weird black hair that looked like a helmet.
Yeah, from certain angles, it really looks like a helmet.
Yeah.
It's very weird. And Katana recognizes Rain, and they have some sort of mysterious past together because they're both Edenians. They both came from the same area.
They were in love,
and they were engaged.
Katana, are you sure you can trust him?
We were once very close. Let's get to
How close? -6 inches. And what was his whole deal? Oh, Shao Kahn's gonna take a place called Zaw, and it's all over for everyone.
Everyone in Zaw is gonna die wherever that is.
But also, if he does that, somehow Earthrealm will also be conquered. It was one of those. Hey, come with me. It was bait. He just wanted Katana to leave with him.
Yeah. So they go to Zaw.
Zaw.
What in the world are these guys? Are these the inhabitants of planet Zaw?
I'm pretty sure these are the Warner Brothers stockholders.
This is what they look like?
Yeah, this is what they look like.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
$10 Christmas fatality.
And they fight some pretty cool looking Warner Brothers executives.
Oh yeah, there are a bunch of huge demons that really wanted to sell me holiday themed $10 fatalities.
When they first introduced them, they only show like 3 of them, and they look really big.
And then
I was
90 of them run away.
Like I thought this was going to be kind of like a cool like team up fight where they had, like we were going to see some synergy attacks and stuff like that. But no, they just all 1v1 them, and then turns out there's like 500 of them fleeing through a portal. But in the midst of that kerfuffle, Rain smoke bombs and kidnaps Kitana and runs into the portal.
politely kidnaps.
Yeah, Kitana does not object to this in any way.
He helps her to her feet and just shuttles her off into the portal. And everyone just kind of like looks at it and says, "What? Huh?"
Yeah.
Only
weird.
Only Liu Kang was worried about it, but
Yeah.
he wasn't worried about it for the right reasons.
Yeah, he was just worried about her because she thought he thought they were finding a nice place to
what the
hide
heck?
away and hit it in every position,
my
Catch
God.
up. It's been a long time since they've seen each
My
other.
God.
He is very jealous. I mean, it's a rolling theme here. He's constantly talking about
It's not even subtle. Everyone's like, "You're jealous," and he's like, "Sometimes I get jealous."
Sometimes. There's also a moment earlier in this episode too where he like questions his confidence as a fighter and if he really wants to be fighting for a
my
long
God.
time again. It just like Liu Kang in general felt so weird in this
Right.
episode, totally different from any other.
A lifetime of battle. I don't know if I can handle it, bitch.
So they jump through the portal. Liu Kang finds Kitana's fan on the ground and thinks it's somehow a clue to where she went. But the other Mortal Kombat crew don't really care, and they think Kitana might have just betrayed them. And they're kind of okay. Like, there's like, whatever.
They don't mind.
They have no attachment
Very
to Kitana.
xenophobic.
apparently.
Very xenophobic.
So but they have to go defend
You're right.
against
Right.
the robots are invading in another area. So they have to go do
Raiden
that.
comes in and he's like, "Earthrealm's under attack," and Liu Kang is like, "I don't give a shit." And Curtis and Stryker's like, "Yeah, I'll stay with him."
Yeah, I guess I'll stay. Which is nice someone actually went with the person,
Right.
unlike the Jax episode or Reptile episode last time where Jax just goes by himself with no armor,
So do you remember why Liu Kang thought the fan was a hint, right?
Yeah, he thought it was pointing towards someplace.
And then they look up and they see Bowser's fucking castle.
A giant castle.
It
off
could
in
be
the
that.
distance.
Where do we start?
I found this on the ground. She might have left it as a clue. It was pointing there.
What? Nobody else noticed that? Maybe it's that thing.
And then they Spider-Man
silly.
up this fucking smooth-looking castle. Like, they're
Yeah,
just
it
like,
really was Spider-Man crawling. Like, there's no place to put your fingers. And we get some dialogue here.
Yeah.
Liu Kang asks why Stryker stayed with him. And Stryker was like, I liked a girl once.
There was a girl I liked, but I was a cop, So I beat her relentlessly. And I guess she didn't like that and she left. And that's why I sympathize with you, bro.
We all just want to find a person we can mercilessly beat the shit out
Right.
of when we're having a bad day. I understand.
My pappy was a deputy, and my mommy was a punching bag. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with
was
this.
dead by 20.
Was dead by daylight. No.
So they climb the rest of the way to the top. When we get to the top, we run into Motaro and the Centaurs.
God.
And there's maybe the most hilarious fight yet
I don't
of
think
the series.
I don't think we can even describe it. I think we have to show it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's I'm just gonna throw some cuts in because this fight is insanely
Baton
funny.
sweeps a horse.
You shall not survive, Motaro!
Okay, that is
Oh,
Motaro.
it is Motaro. That was pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, what are you doing here, Stryker? You should. Oh my God! He tripped his leg that was up in the air.
I can't breathe. That was so stupid.
And they high five.
There's no way.
And then gets a couple other of them to kill themselves.
Yeah, just hits him
Great.
with the Olay with off the side.
Yep, it was great.
Which I don't even know if was Motaro. Did they even defeat Motaro? All the centaurs looked pretty much the same, so it was pretty
I don't
hard
know
to
which one. Yeah,
distinguish. But Motaro was definitely there. I just don't know if he was one that flew off the side and is now just dead. So
I'm sure he was the one that got fucking swept the leg Johnny by.
God, that would be
Stryker.
embarrassing. So they defeat them. Stryker says that he's going to distract the rest of them and runs off, which he must succeed because I don't think we even really see Stryker again.
No, I don't think so.
And Liu Kang goes into this tunnel. He goes down into this room and there's like a waterfall. And instead of just walking underneath the waterfall, he, for some reason, thinks he needs to just like
defeat it with
fire.
Bro kicks that waterfall's ass with another phaser beam.
Full power Kamehameha blast.
It was so fucking dumb. It was great.
And then he walks underneath the waterfall gap. There's like a cave, and in there is Katana being held captive. And an actually interesting monster design.
Oh, yeah.
The 5-headed bug monster appears. He's kind of like a sumo wrestler, but he's like green with 5 heads and like mantis heads.
He fucking whips Liu Kang's ass.
Dude, yeah, he beats him. He beats him pretty bad.
Beats him pretty good.
If Liu Kang didn't channel his ancestors with the full power Kamehameha.
Of the fucking sun. Yeah, he melted that guy. He did. In the bug turned into like 5 souls and flew off. I don't know what that was about. But now to the most important part of the whole episode. Katana, I have something I need to ask you. Yeah, bitch, I ain't leaving. Like, that was so stupid. She knew what his cuck ass was gonna ask.
Just tell me one thing.
I would never leave you.
She knew what this little cuck wanted. He did not even
no
have to
confidence,
ask it.
bro.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Just tell me one thing. You're my good little boy.
She was well aware that he was about to come up there and ask, like, can I still hit it?
Are we still girlfriend and boyfriend?
It's
yes, Liu Kang. You're my good little boy. Pats his head.
It is a very rough episode.
Awful.
It was rough to watch. The interpretation of Liu Kang here is pretty bad.
Awful.
Oh, on the way out, I forgot they free him, and then on the way out, we still have to fight Rain. Rain doesn't have powers, I guess.
No water.
He never tries.
He jumps into. I assume it's
away.
I assume it's a well, but when I first saw it, I was like, "Is that like a big dog bowl of water? Is that like a
I thought it was like a cauldron.
Like a dish of water?"
They run over to like a little stovetop thing and flip the heat all the way, and he boils a lot.
I want to see a meme where like he jumps in, but it makes the little plip sound instead. Like,
so yeah, Katana and Rain 1v1. Katana beats him. Rain runs away. The castle is collapsing from their fight. Raiden zip zaps them out of there, and that's it.
What does Raiden say? Because like both times when they're like crying to each other, Raiden's just like watching it, and then it like once they go through the portal, it just stays on him.
I think that last time he didn't say anything.
I didn't think he said.
But the first time he definitely said, "Isn't love grand?"
He just annoyed.
He hates these people.
By the Elder God, I'm glad I cannot feel love.
And so, yeah, they get out of there, and that's the end of the episode.
It was awful,
and it was rough. That was the most I've regretted starting this series so far.
11 out of 33. Awful. That was awful.
That was probably the worst.
That was the worst
yet.
episode so far.
And so now we get on to episode 5, which I still stand by. I think this is the best episode yet. I like the motifs that are running through it. And I like that there's some original character choices that are made. In this episode, once again, a portal opened somewhere. Wow. They have not come up with an original way to start off one of these episodes yet.
This is it. This is where this is the whole. I bet it's going to be like that every episode.
Yeah,
you're
from
like,
this point on.
You're like, are they going to have a storyline? No. They're going to have portals.
They're going to have portals.
And if you're lucky, they might have a character you know in it.
Yeah, that's a good point. So out of the portal walks Smoke, and he's been turned into a robot. And Sub-Zero explains to the MK crew who Smoke is, and it's this kind of reminiscing about them being friends and telling the tale of them training together and making an oath never to fight one another.
What a stupid fucking thing.
Yeah, an oath to never fight it. Like,
Pinky square, you'll never punch me.
Yeah, well, do you guys
Pinky
not
square.
spar? Like,
You're
do you
right.
not train together?
Right.
Like, what? Okay, whatever. Sure, fine. You guys will never fight each other.
Pinky square, you won't punch me.
And so the cyber initiative starts, and the headmaster guy of the Lin Kuei is turning people into robots, and they show Cyrax and Sector get transformed, which they somehow flipped the races on them, which is really weird.
To be fair, I bet you this was the first time they even
Oh,
showed
do you
them
think?
with like. This is probably the first time they were debuted as human at all.
Yeah.
I don't know that for sure, but I would bet money that it is.
Because Cyrax is for the first time he shows up as Black as Deadly Alliance.
Yeah, 3D era is when they.
And that's like 10 years after this almost.
Yep.
Because this is like 96, is it not?
Yep, I would bet money this was the first time they even thought to show them as human.
Interesting. Like now that I'm thinking back on it, it's like I don't.
This might have been before they established Sector as the Grandmaster's son.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to literally pull up like I guess if I could on screen later. Does it mention anywhere in like the MK3 win? You know, you get like the win text. Does it say anything about Sector being like that? I guess if not, then whatever. But it is a little weird that like the master is this Asian dude and who we believe would be his son Sector, as is tradition in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, to be fair,
a black guy all of a sudden.
Maybe that's not even a thing yet. You know?
Yeah, so it's hard to piece together time. We're so early in Mortal Kombat's existence at this point that it's really hard to know what are just like ideas and what are like things that they actually know about. So, But we see them get turned into robots, and Smoke and Sub-Zero are not fans of the Cyber Initiative, and so they run away. And in their flee from the Lin Kuei, they are tracked down, and the Grandmaster reveals his powers. He can turn into animals.
Yeah,
he got a Beast Boy.
Turned into some strange hawk vulture thing.
Yep.
And
a panther.
Like a panther, but the tail like was huge for some reason.
Yeah.
It was strange. And
but it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, honestly, totally a decent idea for a actual character. I feel like Sector's father has been talked about a lot throughout the series. So
that's true.
They brought Jared in. I've heard rumors that Harumi will be an assist or something, or
there's been
cameo.
something about that with MK1. Yeah.
So these family members that have been spoken about for decades are finally getting pulled in. I wouldn't be surprised if.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm one of the people that's like, I know, like, some people don't like original characters taking up DLC for, like, MK1 and, like, the Mortal Kombat, but I would like the idea of someone in the combat pack being, like, an original. Like, this, like, well, because in MK1, it's Sub-Zero's dad is the headmaster, and he killed him. So you could do, like, a Havoc resurrects him, or Shang Tsung resurrects him, or something like that, and he has all these animal powers, or whatever, like, as is referenced here. So there is room for stuff like that.
Yeah, small side tangents. Short. Why is it that like these brand new original character DLCs work for like Street Fighter and Tekken do it all the time, but for some reason it doesn't happen with Mortal Kombat, and people don't usually want it to happen either?
I think with Mortal Kombat, it mostly comes down to the fact that we already get original, but they're third-party characters, so it kind of already feels like half the combat pack is usually already new ideas. Yeah. So it's like unless they cut back on the third party characters to replace them with original ones.
Okay.
But if you did it where it was like one original character, 2 old characters, and 3 third party characters, like people aren't going to like that. Yeah, especially if the third party characters aren't hits like Spawn or whatever. And it's more of like this combat pack is pretty divisive, I would say, with
it hasn't even
Conan
come out yet.
Well, just as far as like the name branding, right?
You didn't let me finish. It hasn't come out yet, and I don't care.
I think it's cool. I'm excited.
The one that people are least excited about is the one that I'm excited about. The T-1000 is
he's going to be cool.
So cool. I get that he's a villain, and we've already got the actual Terminator, but fuck, I don't care. Liquid Metal Man. Conan can be cool. The one I don't care about at all, Ghostface. I love the horror representation, but Ghostface is, in most movies, an edgy teenager with a buck knife.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with that? I don't know.
My like brain theory with Ghostface is that they double down on the goofiness and they go like they like one. I think Ghostface should be multiple people because in every movie it's multiple killers.
Yeah.
It's never one killer. Well, I guess did Scream 3 have a sidekick or was it just the director? I can't remember now. But basically, there's always like 2 or 3 Ghostfaces.
The voice they're going with in this, and they could change it up, and it could be like different skins or something. But the voice they're going with is one of the Scream 1 killers, I believe.
Oh
is
yeah,
what they used.
They face scanned Skeet Ulrich.
Yep.
Who was the original? Yeah,
And like I said, edgy teenager with a foldable knife. Like,
yeah.
I don't care. And of course, I didn't care about Leatherface, and then he ended up being my favorite
True.
in all of MKX. So they could just make him so fun that I have to eat crow. But
That's fine by me. You know.
but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Back to
Yeah,
the show.
talking about things way less interesting than that.
So we were at Sub-Zero and Smoke run away. They get chased down by the Grandmaster. Grandmaster beats the tar out of Smoke.
Yep.
Sub-Zero tries to save him, beats the tar out of Sub-Zero. Smoke decides to basically like sacrifice himself so Sub-Zero can get away. But now Smoke is back and he is a cyborg and we got to go stop him.
Nope. And he doesn't remember Sub-Zero.
Nope.
I
They-
do not.
They try to like maybe the spirit, the soul can remember and break
My
someone out of it.
God, the close up to his unchanging, unemotional robot face as like
They reminisce. These
they
memories.
reminisce. So you can see in the back, translucent, I guess, Smoke's unchanging robot face as Sub-Zero is like standing there. Let us be friends. Like, it's just so good. It was so good. It was the greatest type of stupid.
So we get Sector and Cyrax and the rest of the Lin Kuei robot army invading, and so all the rest of the Mortal Kombat crew show up, and there's a big battle as they're all trying to defend Earthrealm, defenders of the realm, right?
Sadly, once again, Sector and Cyrax kind of getting snubbed. Both of them use rockets. Cyrax, they both use rockets out of their chest.
Yep.
But Cyrax did get to use his green net. But where's his bombs? Why is he using rockets? We're getting disrespect on the cyborgs' names, which is fine because Sector's my least favorite character ever.
That's fair.
Hate him.
It looks pretty cool in MK1 though. She looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get kind of this big all-out brawl, and in the midst of the brawl, Smoke and Sub-Zero kind of get channeled away somewhere, and so they're hiding out somewhere. I don't like, I guess they just went over to like another mountaintop or something. They just kind of disappear, and everyone's like, well, I'm sure they're doing something. they kind of don't really care once again.
No, yeah, they don't.
I don't
not their-
understand.
Hey, base, it's really not their problem.
That's true. They
It
need to
is
sort that shit out.
100% not their problem.
But it seems like the reminiscing is getting to Smoke because he now is he takes him there to have a fair one-on-one fight in an attempt to basically stay true to their oath, which isn't true to their oath at all because they promised not to fight each other. But he's trying to find middle ground there.
And his middle ground is literally a one-on-one fight to the death.
But the Grandmaster shows up and flanks Sub-Zero, and Smoke just kind of watches for a while as they fight, and the Grandmaster gets the upper hand, and Smoke has his Darth Vader moment where he's lifts Palpatine, throws him off the waterfall, but in this case he blocks one of his punches, and they grapple for a bit, and he throws him off the side. And
no, they twin sanity. Remember?
they twin sanity roll off the side.
Yeah, Sub-Zero does a FNAF Foxy jump scare, and then they Crash Bandicoot twin sanity, and that's when he gets thrown off the side of the cliff, and this guy has bird powers, and we forgot about it too though.
Yeah, we kind of bought it.
Oh no,
We're like, oh shit, he might die.
They're
and
gonna
then he's
kill
just like, bird, gone.
They did a good job. He fell for like a good 4 seconds, like was entering like the cloud way down there, and then he turned into a bird.
Yeah,
and we were like, wait, what the fuck?
I forgot he could do that. So yeah, that was kind of the wrap up there on episode 5. We get kind of a last interaction between Smoke and Sub-Zero. So Smoke basically says to Sub-Zero like, "Oh, I'm a robot now, so we can't be friends, but I will honor our oath together."
I can't be friends with you right now.
My mom said I can't come over anymore.
I forgot what is definitely my favorite part of the episode. Sub-Zero gets hit with Cyrax's green net. And then gets hit with a missile point blank range, and it instantly knocks him out. What?
Wait, was that
what?
Sector and Cyrax that just...
Huh? Wait, what? Bro got hit by a missile. Doesn't hurt like
Yeah, no other damage.
It's a family friendly. Gets hit point blank in the face with a missile and just goes to sleep.
At most, he has like a mild concussion.
It was hilarious.
But yeah, we get kind of the final like smoke leaves. Sub-Zero meets back up with the Mortal Kombat crew, and they're like, "Are you okay, Sub-Zero?" And he's like, "Physically."
And then he like stares up into the sky or something.
Yeah, stares at the sun for a while. Oh, and there was some like gamesmanship between him and Stryker at the beginning where they like had to, they like shot a bunch of stuff, and then at the end like Sub-Zero won the bet that they made, and then at the end the bet is that he's going to train Stryker, and that's how we're going to get to Ninja Stryker. Yeah, but that's all that we saw today. Still no running themes.
No running themes. No.
Everything has been one episode wrap-ups.
Speaking of running, can you put a clip of the Grandmaster running?
Yes.
You know what saying?
Yes. Yeah, he had an interesting cycle.
He had a great cycle.
Nero, the leader of the Lin Kuei, was a...
It almost looked like he was on a cycle.
Yeah, it kind of does.
All right. So
that's it for this
that's it for these episodes. All right.
Next time we're going to look at episodes 6 and 7, and thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time on
One Punch Man.
Yeah.